on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope everyone's doing well on this fine Thursday evening. Time of recording is 8:42 Eastern U.S. timing, and most of you will be watching this tomorrow, I'm sure, so have a great weekend. For those who don't know me, I go by Money Mazin. I have been inactive for the past month or two. Majority of the content I did on this channel was crypto, altcoins, Bitcoin, of course, crypto market updates, things of that nature. The reason of inactivity to my current subscribers and my returning viewers, I've just been on the trading roller coaster. I've just been deep diving, putting all my waking hours into trading. As I make more and more progress, I guess I look at it like going to the gym. You know, it's hard to go at first, but the person that's been there 6 months to 6 years, once you start reaping the rewards and seeing the progress, it makes you more motivated to go. And after I became profitable this year, it's pretty much just taking all my time, and I'm focusing on mastering the craft so I could bring you guys better content, better signals, and we will be implicating Forex. I have started trading Forex as well, so Forex content coming to the channel. The altcoin and the crypto content will not change at all. We're just implementing more. Alright, so like I said, crypto content, Forex content, we are implementing trading content. If you want like trading tips and tricks and things of that nature for beginners and stuff like that, would love to bring any content for you, so just drop it down in the comments below. Today we will be talking about QNT. Alright, so before we hop in the charts, go ahead, take a look. Twitter's on my screen here. Now, if I go on another tangent where I'm not posting on YouTube, I'm always active on my Twitter and my Discord every single day, at least 5 days out of the week. If I have a price prediction, I think something's going on, I'm giving out information, this is where you'll find it. Okay, so as you can see, there's a link tree in the bio that will also be in the YouTube description about section below. Will look something like this. You'll have access here, affiliate links, and as well as the Crypto Tribe Discord. The Crypto Tribe Discord looks something like this. As you can see, my personal content, general chat, trading, TA, crypto, Forex, entrepreneurship, etc. Okay, so we're in here grinding. About 40-ish members. Things have been less inactive since the YouTube has stopped, and obviously the market has been boring, ASF. So from here, man, we're going to be taking things up a notch, and we are still grinding. So during the bear market, folks, I understand that we're not where, technically, I guess some would say, beginning of a bull market. Wherever your bias is, it's time to grind. Okay, this is what we do. So instead of just looking at the charts every single day, make sure you're learning a skill, a TA, you're learning trading, you're creating a brand, a business, you're using side hustles and utilizing them to get more accumulation, and ammo to the side, ready for these dips. That's what we need to be doing. Okay, not checking and using hopium and dealing with our emotions. Remember, the market is never wrong. We are wrong. Okay, so let me tell you, trading is pretty much, it puts you in an emotional roller coaster, and it makes you look at everything different. Increasing my trading skill has helped, you know what I'm saying, everything as far as just holding and viewing the markets and just timing everything. It's, truly beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop in this. Right now, we're going to look at this as a broad view. We'll take a look on the weekly here. This is something that I've been keeping up. It's a very good chart, IMO, just to keep up with everything going on. Triangle formation here, starting at the top of the key with 428. Second profit taking opportunity at 231. This is our resistance. We're using logarithmic here. All right. And we have broke below our major support at $94.95. As you guys know, we were the $100 stable coin, and that's what QNT was famous for. No longer does that exist currently. Now, at our second profit taking opportunity after the 228 head and shoulders pattern here, we had one more. Profit taking opportunity was 162, 164 here, something of that nature, and we created a resistance from 160 to the second candle starting a consolidation at the lower level May 29th at 120. Now, for a long time under this consolidation, everyone was like, break 120, 120 zit, 118 to 120, 115, etc. Now, we're going to utilize that 120 and that 115 as well. So we have two diagonal slant resistance, not just horizontal. Okay, so we're utilizing everything across the board to help us best, find an inference, our educated guess, because there's no such thing as predicting. We can only use tools, indications, not necessarily indicators, but anything that you use. That's why you can have 10 different successful investors, 10 different successful traders, and they all can use different type of strategies and different tools. Okay, so we are pretty much under both resistance lines here, and we were grinding this thing up and down, back and forth, not being able to make a decision. Once we finally fell below, we got in somewhat of a decision-making zone between this yellow, what used to be support, now resistance at 95, and the white box at 85, okay? Now, we are getting to the bottom of the wicks, which makes things a little more fun, okay? And by fun, I'm talking about people who like roller coasters, a little adrenaline, a little scared, but we're liking the ride. Okay, now if we, at the moment on the weekly, okay, it doesn't look as much, but we just recently broke below this white box, and we will take a look on the short term. The candle on the weekly still holding. If we check out the day, it loads. Here we go. We only wicked down, and we're holding this box. Now, we could have somewhat of a wick down, come up. We tapped 3 times on a support level. Like I said, I'll go in on a short term. We could just look at my crosshairs here, right here on TradingView. So we have 1, 2, and 3 wicks. First one, second one, and then third one. Now, even, majority of retail traders and investors know this. The more times you tap on the support of the resistance, the more weaker or stronger it tends to get. Here, as you know, on our third tap, I was talking about this 6 hours ago with a good friend of mine in the Discord here, okay? So we were just assuming like we would not be surprised if it break, as this is the third time tapping. Next thing you know, a few hours later, we're breaking down and we hit, close to 83.1. Now, here, if we hold this box, all is well, and then we'll probably waste some more time throughout the rest of, quote unquote, what was supposed to be October, and I was one of the ones saying that. We could just, do some more boring, squiggly diggly, you know what I'm saying, little lines in the middle, and then we can break down or break up. I personally think at the moment right now with what I am seeing, it's going to be more of a breakdown. Now, things can completely change, and this wick can hold. As long as the candle bars hold, that is what will show us more strength. If we check out the 4 hour as well, it's pretty much the same as far as the daily, and we are coming up to this box. This little box zone here will give us our decision making confirmation. We get rejected and it shows extreme weakness. That's a short. You know what I'm saying? Or for the holders, you're getting ready to, stack up some more QNT tokens. If we break above and look for a bullish hold confirmation here, that could be somewhat of a long, or whatever signal that gives you as an investor or as a trader. It looks like we are quickly returning back, and we match candles neck to neck. Now, I want to take a look on the short term. We'll look on the 4 hour and then go into the 1 hour. As we broke below, we had a very big gap here, and this pretty much matched our wick. We had support here. Let me see. Let me get like a little, a little marker or something on this thing. I do not use this. All right. So as you know, we have one here. Of course, it would be white. Let's do yellow. So we have one here, and then if we go right over here, here. So as they are not identical, we came down one strip, one strip. Now we have a new consolidation zone here. Once we had this new consolidation zone, I drew my lines, but we quickly turned in from the second or third candle here and this bunch up. That's what I like to call these when you have multiple spikes in one area and they are not going anywhere. That is a 100% confirmation that we were going back down as I drew that. And we have more confirmation on the bottom as well. So once we broke consolidation and we started this downtrend, we later came in and found our bottom here at 84.5, 85. We came up and hit our high here at 92.9, and we wicked right above the consolidation zone and came back down. As you can see, we have our low and our high. The lows remain the same 3 times. And as the top, we had a high, a lower high, and then, an extremely lower high. Once we got rejected at lower, horizontal resistance, and then we kept going on a diagonal resistance trend, I was suspecting on the third time's a charm. So we literally broke through it 3 or 4 hours later after talking to my guy Kiddo, all right? So it looks here as we are trying to get this momentum back up, but as of right now, everything's in a free-for-all land. So like I told you, I would watch the zone of 85. Look if we get rejected to the 85 to the 87.5 level. That will let us know. And like I was saying before as well on the last chart, we could get up in here and do some movement. Honestly, just a whole lot of noise. Now that I'm looking here, we had somewhat of a, what is this, a bearish flag? A bearish flag pennant. We came down, went up, and then came down again. That was a great trade. This could be somewhat of a lower bottom here. But as of right now, I would not bid on it. This is bearishness. And as a trader, we're waiting for 100% confirmation. I am sidelined at the moment. When I get confirmation, we will go in and I will update on Twitter and via Discord. So let me know in the comments what you guys think is next. Let me know your potential low scenario, and not only your potential low prediction scenario, but how do you think it will get there? Because a lot of us like to throw things out there based on really no foundation or no information at all. So the rest of the market's not looking that well. Total caps 1, 2, and 3 are suffering. So we pretty much covered this. Where do I think is the next, you know what I'm saying, the next place we go, I'll tell you what, if this box does not hold, I mean, the wicks don't count. You know, once we have a candle breakage, it looks like the bottom of this is 79.39, we'll say 80. You know, if we break through this, man, 79.80 is on the board, and if we break through that, the next stop, in my opinion here, according to my analysis, is going to be 74.75. We break below that, I'll tell you what, it doesn't even matter what the prediction is after that, because it's going to be no man's land. You guys know what no man's land is. It's going to be any way possible it can go. We'll check out the QNT Bitcoin pair, because I have a pinned, let's go to my Twitter real quick. Pinned one right here. We had QNT Bitcoin pair. Will not stop posting this until I am either right or wrong. So here we were looking good. I thought we were going to pull a hefty decision, just as we did before back in May of last year, June Bitcoin crash. Things did not take a turn as they were supposed to. So with the market going in its own direction here, we are grinding the downtrend here on the second formation. As you can see, history does not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. So did not repeat itself exactly here, but we did have crazy wicks following the consolidation, so this could be exactly what we need to implement fear towards the rest of the market. Okay, so once we can shake some more out, I was also, you know, the same guy I was talking about the potential bearishness with also said that, you know, I haven't checked this myself, but as far as major buys, like even as little as 10, 20, 30K buys could really shift the market on QNT heavily at the moment. I have not checked myself, but that is something to consider. You check most places, man, most of it is like 90% plus buy on exchanges, but we're still suffering. So right now, I believe it's just a community of holders and investors. We're not moving, but there isn't the most buy action that we could possibly have right now. I think we need some new trigger wick down, something crazy. But at the moment, QNT Bitcoin pair, I lost short-term confidence until we not only break above the other resistance, but take back the purple support on the consolidation. All right, so that is also what I am looking at. Right before I let you guys go, we will take a look at these total caps. Like I was telling you, they don't look too well. We have total cap 1. Came up on a wedge, consolidation, broke below the wedge, and got rejected at the box resistance. So we're probably going to be heading back down towards the sub 1 trillion or the actual 1.0. We're at the 1.02. We take a look at coin market cap, 1.05, down almost 1%. 24-hour volume is completely trash. I mean, 23 billion. I like to look at 100 for a good day within crypto. We're down 15%. Bitcoin dominance has risen, as you know, causing things to suffer. I mean, if ETH dominance has went down from the 2019 18% towards 17.7, so we are dropping below also. Total cap 2. This is total market cap excluding Bitcoin, not including it. We have came back down. As we broke out, we tried to reject this. We made a lower high here at the secondary level resistance, and now we are returning as support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be the 5th time, excuse me. So we break below here. Next stop could be $430 billion. Last but not least, we have total cap 3. This is excluding Bitcoin and ETH, what we like to call the altcoin market. As we broke this wedge, or triangle, whatever the heck this is, man, we have a box here on multiple cases. 3 times got rejected, and after we broke out of this thing, we had a small term downtrend. July 2023, beginning of that month, came down on a downtrend. 1 blue weekly candle, or as I should say green, but on my screen blue, coming down towards this support. So the 300 mark, hopefully we hold. If we don't, the next stop for me is about 290. I cannot see us possibly going below this. If we do, you know, hey, we're just going to have to adapt, man. We're just going to have to adapt. All right, last but not least, this will be the last thing I am covering. All right, go in on a smaller time frame here. So this is something I've been keeping up with. I have multiple, as you can see, it's just multiple Bitcoin, multiple ETH. These are my large caps here, all right? So once we came down from our, you know, local pennant here on a falling wedge, which a majority of us thought would be bullish, came down, man, just from a structure of 29,000, completely broke down. We started a consolidation point, instantly came up. We made our high, came down, made our low, lower high, higher low, lower high. We stayed above the 26.8 support level, and that's when we had caused our breakout. Now, a lot of people thought we were going back to 31K because of these wicks above, but you have to understand, wicks above does not mean anything. As traders, we call it confirmation. Sometimes getting into something late is better than getting in too early and then something reversing on you and liquidating you or just making you lose a whole lot of money. Now, as a beginner trader, that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to see it go above the line and you place and you chase, and that is the wrong thing to do. We're never chasing, we're replacing. Most of this is patience, 99% of it, all right? Emotional control, psychological resistance, doing the opposite of what retail is doing, and following the smart money. When you see these wicks here, or your small short-term candles and they're retracing and the wicks are staying, that is bearish confirmation in my opinion. So created a support box here, downtrend on the line, and we had broke through. We are trying to get back up above this 26.8, but right now it is looking bearish. So our next stop is the lineage, the mid lineage of this box, which is 26.5, and if we break below that, a key is going to be 26.2. So we could get back into this consolidation zone and pretty much just ride it out there. And when Bitcoin is sitting there consolidating, not moving, without money, liquidity, volume, and everything coming into the market, no hype, nothing has really been going positive for us here. Okay, so with that, price is going to go down and altcoins are just going to bleed a little bit more. Now, as soon as this thing starts pumping with Bitcoin dominance high, we will follow, and I think things will look good. I was one of the people that assumed October. I always admit when I'm wrong here. But truth be told, man, I mean, it looks like Q4 is going to be the accumulation opportunity, and things are going to start getting hefty. And I think 2024 is going to be a glorious, glorious year for crypto. So with that being said, we have the Bitcoin halving coming up. I believe maybe like 200 days away, less than that, maybe 150 to 200. I'd have to check it out. We did have the Litecoin halving here recently, not too long ago. Let me see if there's anything I am missing that we need to cover. But no, man, I think, we had a great, Q1 of 2023, and I think the same thing is going to happen. I think we're going to be pumping into the halving and then pump even more afterwards. I think 2024 and 2025 are going to be great. Now, I don't have it pulled up, but this is the last thing I'll say, and I'll let you guys go. Ever since crypto, I should say Bitcoin, not crypto, but same diff, first year it came out. Bitcoin, every single time Bitcoin, bro, has a red year, like when you look at the candles. Okay, so let's see, we're on the 4-hour, the daily, the weekly. Let's check out the monthly here. All right, don't mind all this. I'm not moving this at the moment. So every single time, like these are the monthly candles. Now we're talking yearly candles, like the whole entire year is one candle. Now that means if Bitcoin went up 5% on the year, it's a green candle. If it went up 100% on the year, it's a green candle, regardless, even 1%. Since Bitcoin had been created, every time we have a yearly red candle, that yearly red candle is followed by 3 green candles. It's been like that every single time. The last red yearly candle we had was 2022. We're not going to have one of those in 2023, ladies and gentlemen, and that is my personal bias, and I stand by it. But I will tell you this. I think 2023, not only, but 2024 and 2025, Bitcoin will have green candles. I believe this is going to be one of the last major huge runs. We have the ETFs getting pushed off, multiple meetings. I think they're going to get approved the very last day, and I think that is 2024, January or something of that nature. Whenever it is, it's either the end of this year or right in 2024. This will be one of the craziest last major runs, I think, and that is what I'm standing by. So we're accumulating, we're plotting, we're executing, and we're going to take our profits and we're going to sell this top. So if you enjoyed the content, if you enjoy the energy, please thank me in the simplicity of a like and a subscribe. It goes a very long way for a small channel. I would love to see you guys interact with me on Twitter, make friends with a bunch of you, interact with you, and we can help each other grow and evolve together. All right. With that being said, please stay safe. Please enjoy your weekend. Salute. Money Mazin. I am out.